Hi and welcome back. Today in this video, we will draw white fur of an Australian Shepherd. We will draw the white fur in the face of the dog. If you are struggling with drawing white fur, then this lesson is right for you. It's an insight in one of our full dog portrait lessons in NML Art Club. My students can draw the entire Australian Shepherd there. If you're interested in the full tutorial, then I invite you to join the waitlist below and I send you information when we welcome new members again. And now let's dive into drawing.
So this is a very white, light fur you can see here of this Australian Shepherd. I do it in two ways when I draw white fur. Sometimes I start with a gray base layer when it's a darker white fur or when there are a lot of shadows and contrasts in the fur. In this case, because it's such a bright, brilliant white fur, I will start with white here. So I will start here with the white pit 101 and plot in the first base layer here with the pit. So with a white pastel pencil, you can also use Caputellos, for example. The white of the Caputellos is also working here. And do the first base layer here with white and go over here more often so that there is a lot white pigment on it, so enough white pigment that you remove here the grit or the brown paper color so that there is not the paper structure visible anymore, so that you have here a smooth base layer. And then I would just blend this here gently with the finger. Don't remove too much pigment with the paper stamp. When you use the paper stamp here and go over it and press a lot, you remove a lot of pigment, or so when you press a lot, there is then a lot of dust and you have to blow it away. I want that the pastel pigments here stay on the paper. If you have not oversaturated it, of course. If you have here just added a thin layer as I did with low pressure. If you have very, very much pigment on it, because you perhaps have used soft pastel sticks, then of course you can remove a little bit. So go over with the paper stamp gently and more with the finger or with the cotton swab, so that we have here a nice base layer that is white. And then I would add here a little bit of fur structure here with I would say with the gray, so with the middle gray 273, and draw here lines upwards again with a very light hand, and bring in here some gray fine strokes, but they should not be too dark in this case. We need a little bit of fur structure, but try to achieve very fine thin lines. Go over, upwards and downwards here. So in the photo this white fur is really white, but let's bring in a little bit of a structure on our portrait. Also here, especially where the white fur then is going into the black fur, here we need structure. So here above, draw gray lines into the white base layer area here. You can start here above because we will add then there black, and draw here some lines downwards into the white. Also here above we need gray lines and then also black lines here between in the white. And then you can use the paper stamp, a clean one, and blend this really gently. So go over, upwards and downwards. And so you mix gray and white together a bit, but the lines should stay. So these lines should be there. You can also blend them here gently. And because of this blending here, your white is turning a little bit into gray. but I like that we can then draw a layer over it with white again. We can also bring in here a gentle layer of ochre. So use 180, for example, the raw amber, but really just a little bit. And with a sharp edge, add here a very fine layer with fine thin strokes between the brown here on the middle of the forehead. A very fine thin ochre layer, or try it out with the more yellowish ochre, the brown ochre we have chosen 182, but really with a sharp point and very, very low pressure. And bring in here some ochre strokes. You know, white fur never is only white, and when you cannot draw just a white stain, for a drawing, a portrait with pencils, we need contrast, we need different color shades, we need gradients, so color values, different values in there. So bring in also different colors in lighter and dark, also in white fur. Here above, let's also bring in a little bit of the ochre color, a very thin layer, just scratch over the paper here, or move the pencil upwards and downwards and bring in here a bit of the ochre.
So how did you like it? Did you enjoy watching, or could you also draw white fur? What were your takeaways? Tell me that below in the comments. I would be happy to get some feedback, and also I'm happy to answer all your questions you have. If you would like to join Animal Art Club, then join the waitlist in the link below in the description, and I tell you when we will open the doors again. And then I hope I see you soon here on my channel in the next video. Enjoy drawing!